Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces 222. It is Thursday, December 26th. It's officially the second day of Christmas. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas, and I'm going to do an energy check-in for the Twin Flames today and see what we got here. I was going to do a small mini spread on my community tab yesterday, but my parents were here, and I honestly just kind of lost track of time, so sorry about that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, yeah, okay, so Sagittarius, I feel a lot of impatience kind of coming in right now. A lot of impatience, a lot of listlessness, just feeling kind of tied down, wanting to move, and there's a strong trigger in the air for movement. That's been kind of building over time, I do feel, but it's like getting more and more intense. I just feel like this urge to move, okay? And so a lot of twins feeling that right now, maybe situations feeling stagnant, maybe karmic situations feeling stagnant, connection feeling stagnant, that sort of thing, kind of coming in here. But I also feel some triggers for communication, though. That being said, some of you may receive a message very, very soon, either from your counterpart or about your counterpart, right? To put some doubts to rest, or possibly illuminate some doubt that's in the situation, or chase away the doubt in the situation. I feel a lot of illusions are being shattered right now. A lot of towers are hitting right now. A lot of aha moments. In general, I just feel almost an end to the deceptiveness, to the deceit, in a way. Now, whether that be from your counterpart themselves, from source, from a mutual person, whatever, I do feel some doubts lifting very, very soon, as regards the connections and actually the karmic situations as well. Still a lot of toxicity surrounding, especially Divine Masculine right now, but it's coming in for Divine Feminine too, okay? I definitely feel still some codependent behavior, some escapist tactics, and like I've said this before, it doesn't have to be like external, it doesn't have to be drugs, alcohol, whatever. It can actually be internal too. Like, some twins may be escaping into a dreamlike state to kind of deal with the toxicity around them, that sort of thing. That can actually be an addiction itself, okay, not dealing with reality, right? Still feeling a lot of concerns surrounding money, the 3D aspects of life, right? Definitely feel it's definitely been slow moving, I feel, for a lot of you, or a lot of you feel like it's been slow, but keep in mind, divine timing always comes into play here. But in general, as far as situations go, I do feel movement. It's just been, I feel, a little bit slow. And I feel some stubbornness coming in for Divine Feminine right now, actually. I feel like a lot of Divine Feminines have kind of put their foot down here. A lot of Divine Feminines have stepped away from the connections, as well as the karmic situations, just trying to deal with what they're dealing with right now. And it kind of coming into a realization of their power and their strength, especially as regards the spiritual side. Divine Feminine really trusting her intuition right now, trusting the emotions, trusting what she's feeling here, just in general, okay? I also feel some Divine Masculines also still kind of learning to embrace the spiritual aspect and trust their own intuition about situations and things like that, trusting that gut feeling, when they feel something isn't quite right. It's like they're kind of paying attention to that, and that's good, because that's that intuition coming in and saying, hey, so need to fix this, right? And Divine Feminine, again, kind of standing in her power and being like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing over here. I'm good. I've got stuff I need to figure out. I know what I want. I'm gonna continue doing what I know is right for me, and that I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines breaking away from toxic karmic situations for sure. But also breaking away from toxic cycles within their connections with their Divine Masculine too, okay? And of course, Divine Masculine sees that, okay? A lot of Divine Masculines, this could be what's triggering movement for them, you know, and that seems to be a theme. I know in personal experience, a lot of Divine Feminines who have stepped away from their connections, and it is actually helping. You know, it's just interesting that how that works, you know, because the mirror is sometimes reversed, really. It's weird. It's weird how that works. So let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on with him. I'm feeling a lot of depression surrounding the holiday season. A lot of facades, happy faces, that sort of thing. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. There you go. So, a lot of Divine Masculines really not feeling in their power right now. It really should be upside down. Not feeling in their power at all. They feel like they don't know what to do. They just don't know what the heck to do. A lot of them are in third-party situations, karmic situations, family situations, jobs that are toxic, things like that, where they're feeling like they can't be themselves, they have to put on a happy face, and they have to do the right thing by the people around them instead of doing the right thing for themselves. So that could be where some of that depression is coming in, that anxiety, feeling really listless here. But a lot of them are realizing the connections and who they are in the connection, and the point of the connections. It's just like they're not really quite sure. They're not really quite sure what to do. It's like they've put all this effort into these situations that they're in right now, and they're kind of feeling the loss of that. Especially some of them, you know, karmic situations are ending. You know, they've been clinging like hell to some of these situations, and they're ending anyway. Okay, and so there's depression coming in from that. There's anxiety coming in from that, especially as regards money. Things like that. A lot of them are still very concerned about finances right now, okay? And so, that being said, I mean, it is, believe it or not, what's happening right now with the ending of these cycles and what's bringing up these insecurities, you know, is helping to balance out the situation. And again, you know, justice coming in here, Libra energy. So, you know, some of them, again, may be actually going through some sort of legal thing, whether that be, it could be divorce, custody, actual like legal trouble. They could actually be in legal trouble, but it could also just represent a balancing out of the situations and of the energies and things like that, because I have been feeling a shift. Divine Masculine has been kind of going back and forth in this masculine and feminine energy. Divine Feminine has been doing the same thing. So it's like when Divine Feminine is in masculine energy, Divine Masculine is in feminine energy, and vice versa, okay? And so it's like this balancing act, basically. So, but a lot of them do feel triggered. A lot of them do feel triggered to make a change, to follow their bliss, to follow their inspiration. They're just not really quite sure how to do that right now. And they see Divine Feminine doing that, you know? And a lot of Divine Masculines, you know, they tend to not really embrace the spiritual side of things in general. So a lot of this stuff is kind of out there, I think, for them. You know, I mean, they rule in the 3D. So they focus on the 3D. They focus on the finances, the stuff like that. And that's what the masculine energy does. So when the Divine Feminine is switching into masculine role, she's focused on her money. She's focused on movement. She's focused on the 3D. And then, so when Divine Masculine is in feminine energy, they start focusing on the spiritual aspect and start, you know, listening to their intuition and things like that. So there's a switch going back and forth. And I feel the twins are triggering each other right now, even if they are not in communication, okay, because the triggering always goes back and forth. All right, and Divine Masculine just, in general, feels like the world is ending. I do feel some of them have hit some serious tower moments around the holidays. And it's bringing in a lot of insecurity, a lot of fear, and they're sending that out. They're sending that out right now, okay? So Divine Feminine, if you're feeling that, Okay, keep in mind, it may be you. Okay, evaluate how it may be you, and it may not be you. And if it's not you, then of course figure out how you need to balance that out. Send back positivity to your counterpart. Okay, because counterparts are triggered to end cycles right now. They really are. They feel some stagnation, but they don't want to feel. They don't want to feel defeated. They don't want to feel stuck in a situation that is toxic and makes them feel less than. Okay? And they are finding the strength to get over that. They are trying to overcome these triggers. And it's like, you know, Divine Masculine goes back and forth. Divine Masculine, one day he's good, one day he's not. Same with Divine Feminine, though. It's all about the triggers, not... I just think it's funny, like, talking to my karmic, you know, he's talking about how he's all of a sudden healed, and I'm like, okay, like, I've been on this journey since May, and I'm not even close to being healed, so, if you could tell me your secret of how you're all of a sudden healed within, like, a couple of months, that would be great. Teach me your ways. So, but yeah, it takes time. So Divine Feminine, alright, you've got mirroring here. Justice also coming in for Divine Feminine. And also, I meant to mention this, but the Justice card also to me does represent someone serving their karma. So Divine Masculine is serving their karma right now. A lot of Divine Masculine serving their karma, and karma is a bitch, okay? But Divine Feminine, I do feel also serving some karma here, okay? Serving some karma, but again, mirroring here, so possibly, you know, the ending of some cycles. I'm feeling the ending of karmic partnerships, possibly some legal issues as well coming in for Divine Feminine, but this is mainly telling me Divine Feminine is serving her karma, and she's learning to balance that out, and is ending some cycles, okay? So again, that could be divorce, custody, you know, anything really to do with the legal system is coming in here really strongly for both twins, okay? And I love this. I'm sorry. I watched Made for Love the other day with the lovers speak, and it was like Divine Feminine was asking questions to Divine Masculine, trying to be serious, and Divine Masculine's like, you know, she was saying, he was talking about his dick stick, the dick stick kept coming out, which is, of course, Ace of Wands. So I just think it's funny. Sorry. Go watch that video. It's pretty great. But anyway, so Divine Feminine, I do feel a lot of new beginnings, again, coming for Divine Feminine. A lot of Divine Feminines are going through changes right now, transitions, really embracing the new beginnings, embracing the beginnings with themselves, trying to really focus on themselves right now, and bringing everything into balance, and trying to balance patience with non-action. Does that make sense? So just because you're patient with a situation doesn't mean you don't act. Okay? So as an example, if you ask for a sign where you're supposed to move and the universe gives you a sign and you look at the sign and you're like, all right, and then you don't do anything, you know, nothing's going to happen. So you have to balance out the patience and the non-action, okay? And more mirroring coming in here with the world, okay? So Divine Feminine, and this is different. I feel this is a different meaning for Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is just wrapping up some cycles right now. And focusing on wrapping up those cycles. And that could be within herself. It could be with her karmic situation. It could be with her Divine Masculine, you know, and a lot of Divine Feminines, again, have walked away. They have gone within, they've gone in the hermit mode, they've put up defenses, they said, no more, not doing this anymore, not doing it. Divine Feminine's like, yeah, I'm doing all the work, I'm working on myself, I'm balancing myself out, Divine Masculine's not moving, so you know what, screw it, I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing, okay? Divine Feminine working on her own wish fulfillment and trying to balance out her emotions and learning how to deal with them and going through ascensions. I do feel a lot of Divine Feminine is still going through ascensions right now, okay? And with that, of course, comes a lot of anxiety. A lot of times you get, you know, purging out of nowhere, right? But it all serves a purpose. It all serves to end these cycles that are happening within Divine Feminine. I feel a lot of Divine Feminines are really, really embracing their power right now, and I said that before, but I mean it. A lot of Divine Feminines are taking action. They're like, no, not doing this anymore. I'm done with this. I've healed to the point where I can recognize what this is, and I'm saying no. No more. Okay? So that's good. Divine Feminine's really, really, really standing in their power right now. And it's kind of good. It's kind of great. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, so messages from counterparts today. Yeah, still some unworthiness coming in here. This is being mirrored too. Towers. Family expectations. And yeah, definitely still very strong astral communication, okay? So I'm getting like shared dreaming and things like that, okay? Alright, let's get some messages and advice from Source. I absolutely love these cards. They have become like one of my favorite decks, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think... Alright, there we go. I just don't have anything quite like it in my collection, so they're really pretty. Alright. Okay, so yeah, healing. Still going through some healing right now. Both twins, actually, okay? Still a battle with the ego, I feel, still, believe it or not, with both twins. Some Divine Feminines are still in ego right now. And it's fine, it's going to balance itself out, and it is being guided, okay? So, a lot of healing going on right now. A lot of need for forgiveness. Okay? Forgive your twin, yes, but forgive yourself too for past actions. Maybe something that you did that you regret, or something that you feel that maybe you did to someone else that you're not forgiving yourself for, okay? So, and that sort of energy can keep you trapped, okay? So, forgiveness, I feel, is kind of a theme right now. Forgiving yourself mainly, okay? Because not forgiving yourself can keep you bound, but it can also keep your counterpart bound. Okay, so if you feel like your counterpart hasn't forgiven you, how have you not forgiven yourself? All right? But just keep in mind, again, these connections are guided. Everything that you're doing is supposed to happen. Everything that's happening is supposed to happen for you to move forward. Okay, so trust in that, because you are being guided. You are being protected. Okay, release the conflict. Release the fear. If you're having external conflict in a situation, remove yourself. Remove yourself from the situation. If you can't do it physically, do it energetically. Don't give any more energy to the situation. Okay? Especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with a narcissist, you know, the best thing to do is to not react, because they want a reaction. That's what they want. That's what the narcissist wants, right? And then not only are you loved by your counterpart, but you are loved by Source. So remember that. You are loved by Source. Okay? That's where love comes from. It comes from Source. It comes from within. And learn to love yourself first. Okay? That's the main point. Love yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. Okay? Alright guys, well I really hope this helped. If it has resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.